Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been, again, a long time since I filmed a video. It's really hard. I do have 2 kids and I have a full-time job, so it's really hard to make time to just have a quiet house to make a video in. But I know that I said that I wanted to do a video with the new Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. I'm pretty sure whoever follows Jaclyn Hill knows that they did a retraction on that palette. However, I was able to get it because I did the VIP orders from the event that they had in Las Vegas for the new grand opening for the Morphe store. So I was able to get my palette. However, they are going to be taking it back and bringing me a new one. I will get it for free because they already refunded me for this one, which was so cool that they did that. But there's like 4 little palettes, and I just decided to do one while I still had it because they haven't sent me back my return label yet. So I really never had a problem with any of the colors. I mean, I can't say that I used all of them. I've swatched a few of them, and I did see a little bit of, you know, just the textures are not as good in some as others. But the ones that I did use, like I did a full look with the golds. This one is called Armed and Gorgeous, so there's like golds and corals in here, and I used that and I didn't have a problem with any of those. These ones were the Bling Boss. There's like purples and kind of pinkies, and a couple of the colors, like I felt like if you really wanted to get payoff, you needed to wet your brush. And then there's the coral and pink ones here. I mean, all the colors are super pretty, but I didn't swatch everything, so that's why I can't really be a judge on how they were. But I hadn't done any cool toned shadow looks before, so that's why I wanted to do this one, because I really liked some of these colors in here. So this is what I did today, and this one is called Dark Magic. Now, if they're reformulating this, then I'm probably going to be super happy with it, because the colors that I did use, I wasn't unhappy. So I'm hoping that when I get my new palette, I'm going to be even more thrilled. So they basically refunded all of us that purchased this palette in Las Vegas, and we are going to send this back, and then when they do the relaunch, they will send us a new one as well. So I basically got this palette for free, so I'm super excited, and that's really cool that they did that. So anyways, yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so the only thing I have on right now is a little bit of foundation on my forehead because I did my brows already. I do have some concealer around my brows, and then a little bit on my lid down here. I just kind of brought it down from underneath the brow, and then I put some Paint Pot, the soft ochre. I'm gonna do my eyes first because I don't know how the fallout's gonna be on these. I'm gonna go in with the Dark Magic palette, which is more like some like greens. I don't think I've ever really done any cool tones, and I just wanted to do this before I send this palette back because I don't know how long it's going to be to get it back, and I don't know how different the formula will be when they do send it back. So I'm going to use, the only thing I noticed in all of her palettes that I didn't like is that none of them have a neutral shade except this one. This is the only one that has a nice little neutral shade, but every other one has, like if you were to take that palette with you on the go, you'd need another highlight color or like transition color to go with it because there's nothing. So I think that was kind of odd, but it's fine. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M511 fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dip it into this color called Poof. It's literally like just like a neutral color, and then I'm just going to kind of swirl this right into my crease in front of me anymore. Okay, so the first color I'm going to use is super pretty. I'm going to take the flat 242 brush from MAC, which is nice for picking up color, and I'm going to take this color called Diversion. It's got like a lot of iridescence to it. So I'm just going to pick it up with a flat brush. It feels very creamy, but I'm going to knock off some of that. And I'm actually going to take a mirror to get a little closer so I can see it. And I'm going to press that right into the center of my lid, or like I'd say the first third of my lid. I'm going to leave just the little inner part empty because there's another color I want to put there. Okay, so that's just like on the inner third. Okay, the next color I'm going to take is, it's called Trickery, and it's a real pretty emerald green, but it also has like a nice iridescent, I don't want to say shimmer because it's, well, I guess it is shimmery, yeah. But it's weird because it's literally just on the top. Like when I felt like when I swatched it, like all the shimmer went away. So we'll see how it looks now that I press it on. And then I'm going to put this on the, oh yeah, you can see the shimmer when you put it on. See, I didn't really have a problem with any of these colors. I used the gold palette. It's called Armed and Gorgeous. And I used that one. I had worn it to work, and a few times actually, because I really liked the colors in there. So I really didn't see, I mean, I didn't play around with it enough to try all the colors out to see what like the whole like hype was about how bad the colors were or whatever. But I did notice there was one color, I can't remember what it was, and I literally had to wet it, my brush to really get any pigment. So maybe that's kind of what it was, is like the pigments weren't as good, but I don't know, like these pigments that I'm using here are nice. Okay, it looks really sloppy, but I'm gonna take a little brush to blend it right now. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna use my little color switch thing because my brushes are dirty, I haven't washed them. And this just kind of gets all that color out of there. Okay, so I'm going to take this color called Shh, right here. It's just like a little neutral brown. And then I'm going to blend that in the center to kind of blend out that edge right there because it's very harsh. So this is the 222 brush from MAC. It's like long and tapered, so it gets right there in the crease. And it's just blending out that color right there. Sorry, I keep looking over there because my monitor's over there where I can see if I'm focused or... Okay, so on the very inner corner, I'm going to take a smaller little brush. This is the 237 detailer brush from Zoeva. It's very tiny. And I'm going to take this really pretty color. It's called Power Cut. And it's a really nice, you can't even see these colors. And I'm just going to put that in the very inner corner of my eye. Right. Kind of in the tear duct, but also right in the very front. I want to go a little bit more back with the that color called Diversion, kind of like that shimmery first color we laid down. Just right there, and blend those colors together. Okay, so the next color I want to use is this color called Inside Job. It's a matte, dark green. And I will take, I'm going to take my small tapered blending brush from Sigma. It's the E45. And I'm going to just tap that on there. So far, well, there is some fallout I can see. I'm going to just tap this right on the outer part of my eye right here. Right on the outer corner. that's just on the outer part of my eye. I'm glad I did my face, my foundation and everything after, because there's a lot of fallout here on the bottom. So I think I'm going to go back with that MAC 222 and then take that Shush color and just soften that edge right there again, very lightly. I think now looking at it, like that color's already, that shimmery color is kind of already like blending into the other color, and it's so much prettier than that I think I'm gonna wet it. I think I want it to stand out more, so I'm gonna clean off my 242 brush a little bit that I picked that up with, and I'm just gonna spray. I'm gonna spray with my Mario Badescu facial water and pick up that Trickery color again. This time it's going to be wet, so yeah, exactly. It's a lot more, like you can see that shimmer come through. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I can definitely see it. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with that other color, the Diversion color. I think it's just gonna, so you can just, instead of, if you use that, start out with them wet instead of having to go back. It'd save a little bit of time by just already starting with it wet. Cotton pad that I had toner on. I'm just cleaning up that underneath, and see all that fallout. Oh my god, that would have been a lot of fallout. I'm going to use my Magic Lumi primer, which is like a hydrating and luminescent primer, because I want my, I'm dry, so wearing a matte foundation is not ideal for me. I almost put that on my forehead, but I forgot I already have foundation up there. Professional, and just a little teeny bit, and I'm going to go right on the cheek area where I have open pores, and I'm right on my nose. And that is like, feels like silk. I love that feeling. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take my foundation. Now the foundation that I have, and I've been using it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, is this Too Faced Peach Perfect Primer. Now, foundation, like, I'm definitely late to this game, but it's so, the coverage is amazing, and it smells like peaches, so it's awesome. Now, one thing, I know I just primed that, but I wanted to show you guys, I told you guys in one of my videos, I think it was the last one, maybe the one before that, that I got the Fix Plus with the little gold light flecks, but it doesn't do anything. Like, I don't see it. I still love it because I love the formula Fix Plus, but I did get the Iconic London, finally came. And this one, when you spray it, you do see like a shimmer on your face. So I'm going to use this one underneath that foundation again, because this one you can wear under and over your foundation, but because again my skin is very dry, and that one is a matte foundation, so 14-hour wear, oil-free. Well, I need oil, so I'm just going to do as much hydrating as I can. So, and this one, only thing, good or bad, it has a very high fragrance. It smells kind of like perfume. So I don't usually like a perfumey smell on my face, but it does smell good, but it just smells like you're putting perfume on your face. I'm just going to dry that off a little bit. Yeah, you can see a little bit of shimmers, more so than you can in this one, so I like that one just as a touch-up. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I put my little Peach Perfect foundation on here. I'm going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush, and we're going to go ahead and buff this into the skin. When you go around the nose, it smells so good. Totally smells like peaches. I said it is a little bit drying, so I am going to go in with my, get up on your ears, I am going to go in with my Morphe sponge just to kind of pounce it on there and blend it all out, because I feel like I need a little bit of moisture to mix that together. And I feel like I picked out exactly the perfect color because I'm very yellow undertone. This color that I have, I think, is vanilla. And it's like a perfect match. Like, I don't even have it on my neck and it's like totally perfect. My eyes are so dark under here right now because of this color on the top. It's bringing out the blue under my eyes, so we will get rid of that right now. I'm going to take my Becca under eye brightening. This is just like a little it's just the under eye brightening corrector, and I'm just going to do that right in that inner corner where I'm super dark. So I'm just doing that in that inner corner where I'm the darkest, right there, because this is actually going to brighten, but it's also going to correct that darkness that I have under the eyes. So I have this little sponge that I got from my Ipsy Glam bag, and this one I love because it's tiny, but it has a little angle on it too. So I will definitely reorder this one because I've seen little sponges before, like even the little beauty blender, but it doesn't. This one's so soft, and it's also got the little edge on here. So I love this one. Okay, so now that's just kind of brightened in there, I'm going to go with my concealer. And the concealer that I'll use today is, actually I'm going to use that same line that I told you, the Lime Life by Alcone. And it's just like a little concealer right here. And I'm going to take that same little face, the Real Techniques face brush. Very light under my eyes, but I do like it to be brighter, so this is good for me. On the side of my nose because I want to help with my contour in my nose. And I'll do a little bit in my forehead area, down my nose. I'm gonna keep it, oh, and on my chin. Okay. And then I'm going to blend that out, but I'm going to come back because I need to put my fan on really quick. And the last time I realized my video that I was playing, the last video that I had my fan on the whole time, so I didn't even realize it when I was editing it that you can hear my fan. So, but it's like 110 here in Vegas, and I need my fan on right now, so I'm going to just kind of fan myself off a little bit and I'll come right back. Okay, all I did is blend out my concealer. I'm going to take this little stick. It's a contour stick. I don't know who makes it because there's no name on it. I got it in my Ipsy Glam bag, so it sucks that I don't know who makes it because I really like it. It's very light color. And I'm just going to go down my nose with this one. So I can take that same little sponge because it has a little pointed edge and just kind of blend that out. Now I'm going to take my translucent powder and I'm going to set the concealer. But for around the face, I'm going to use a different powder. I'm going to use my Benefit Hello Flawless in Champagne. It's a little darker than this one. So this one will go like, just kind of pounce it on my skin just to kind of set, just a little bit of setting that. And then I'm gonna dust. That was just setting, okay? I was just setting the, I'm just taking the powder, dipping it into the powder, and then brushing it off at the same time. So I didn't want to swipe off the powder, so I dip it in the powder again, but use a brush to kind of set it, if that makes sense. Okay, so now that like my face is set, I feel very dry. So that iconic, I don't know, I have mixed reviews on this one, guys, because I don't feel like it hydrates enough for me. That's probably just because my foundation is so dry. So I'm gonna go in with the Fix Plus one. Now that my foundation's all on there, I mean my powder. See, this one I feel so hydrated. Like I feel like I can feel the moisture going into this one. So this is definitely better for you if you're dry. So now I'm gonna bake while I'm finishing my eyes, okay? Because I'm gonna do the under eyes and I definitely don't want anything to fall on there. So for that, I have the Cover FX powder. This is the translucent powder from Cover FX. And I'm gonna just bake underneath my eyes. And just literally set it so it just, any fallout will just go right on top of that. And you can, when we dust it away, it'll dust away all the fallout too. And then just put a little bit on the side of the nose. For the contour, I'm going to take the NYX palette. It's a contour palette. And I'm going to take my little Real Techniques contour brush and I'm going to dip into these three colors here. They're all like really just a mixture of colors. So I'm going to just go start at the back. Just kind of contour my cheek area. Okay, so that's contoured. And then I will take my little Morphe brush, contour brush. I'm just gonna dip it into the cool tone one and go over that little line with my little contour line right here. And all this is just gonna sit while I'm doing under my eyes. Go right in the little nose area too here. And I will take my Morphe R2 brush with the butter bronzer from, which one is this? Physicians Formula, I think? Yeah, Physicians Formula butter bronzer. And now I'm just going to kind of blend out that contour with that, but as well as giving myself a bronzy glow. Since I told you guys I do not ever tan my face, I actually went to the pool this weekend and got a nice little color in my legs and my body, but my face is still completely white because I do not like to get my face tan. Now let's just go ahead and finish the eyes. So I'm gonna take the darkest color first, which was that dark green called Inside Job. I'll just take it with the Morphe, that Zoeva 226 smudger brush. And I'm just gonna smudge it underneath my eye. And then I will take this same brush that I used my Sigma E45. I'm going to go in with Trickery, which is that lighter green, but it's got the shimmer on it, right over that, just to kind of buff it down just a little bit more, because we want a really nice blown out look here. I don't really use liner a lot on the waterline, but with this kind of look you do, because you can see my lash line looks so, or my waterline looks so pink. It looks weird. So I will have to put liner in there when you're doing this kind of a smoky kind of eye on the bottom. It looks really weird when you have that much of a distinction between your lash line and your waterline. And I'm going to take the same brush and go back into the color called and just go below that and just blow it down more. So basically you're just using the same colors. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of that that little power cut color, and I'm going to bring it into the tear duct a little bit more now that we're kind of done with the colors. Make sure you can see it. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. So with greens, I like coral colors. So I'm going to do a coral lip and coral cheeks. So I'm going to use this palette that's like I made. I think these are Makeup Geek colors. Yeah, this is called Summer Fling. It's like a pretty coral. I'm going to take my little Eco Tools blush brush and just go right. I still have all my baking powder on there, but that's good because it kind of helps to blend out that right there with the blush. When I take it off, it'll be more even. See how it's kind of harsh right now? So now I can take with my Kylie illuminating powder in French Vanilla. It's not really a highlighter per se because it definitely doesn't give like the highlight kind that you'd want as a highlighter. It illuminates, so I use it to go around the cheek area, and then it's also helping me to buff off all the baking powder as well. I'm going to take my little Morphe M0 brush and just kind of buff off the powder that was around my nose area. Okay, so I'm going to do my lashes off camera really quick. I am going to use the Jade lashes from Huda Beauty, and they're really pretty. Okay guys, so I put some lashes on, I put some Smolder black eyeliner in the waterline, and then just put some mascara on. So that's all I've done since I've been off camera. And now I'm going to, once again, I'm going to add more of the Fix Plus. Now I'm going to spray this on because I'm going to do my highlighter. And okay, this is the Dream highlighter, the Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now I almost didn't get this one because it's, I was like, oh my god, it's so similar to the, where's that one that I have? Naked Cosmetics, because it has that same little kind of, look at, even the packaging looks the same, right? But when I swatched these, they're so different. Like the colors are not even close, like as far as like, I mean they're like those little light colors, but There's like little purples and stuff, but the actual pigments are so pretty, so there's no way I was not gonna get these. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M501 and I'm gonna use, wow, look at my eyes starting to turn red, you guys. I never use my contacts anymore because of this reason. Jeez. I'm gonna use the color called Wish, which is this first little one right here. And I'm gonna put that right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's so flipping pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit and like kind of wrap it around. Oh well. All right, then I'm gonna go down my nose. So anyways, this palette's just amazing. It's probably my favorite highlight, and I have a lot. My favorite highlight powder. Okay, and for lips, I'm going to do the NYX Pumpkin. It's like an orange, like a reddish orange. Blend it into the lip because I don't want a really harsh line. And then the lipstick I'm going to use is from MAC, and it's called Costa Chic. Costa Chic, it's probably my favorite coral. But I want to lighten it a little bit. I'm going to use the Butter Gloss from NYX in the color called Apple Strudel. I'll do that just in the center to give it a little shine. And then the last thing I'm going to do is a little bit on my brows. Just use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel just to kind of get my brows back in place. And that's it. So I'm gonna go do my hair and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back with the finished look, and I did change my lip color a little bit. All I did is blotted off that gloss and put on a little bit of the Pink Lemonade from MAC, just a little bit lighter than the other one that I had on. As far as the eyeshadow goes, I'm super happy with these. I don't have a problem with these ones at all. I don't know which pigments are the ones that were really bad that they're complaining about, but if they're gonna be better than these, then I'm super excited. So yeah, look forward to more videos with that palette once it relaunches. So I'm super excited about that because, like I said, I was happy with these, but I didn't try all of them. So there's probably some that maybe just had some inconsistency problems. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked what you saw, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.